socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So students, this is the name of the chapter where we will understand about the emergence of this ideology in Europe, but gradually it shifted to the eastern part of the world and it had a great impact over Russia, where we have seen the Russian Revolution. So socialism, the ideology which emerged in Europe, and the idea traveled from there to the Russia, and the Russian Revolution took place. So this is the main heading of the chapter, and this is the core area which we are going to cover in this chapter. The age of social change. Now what is this age of social change? Here the age means that era, that time period when we have witnessed the changes occurring in this society. Society had a number of aspects. So those aspects we are going to discuss here. After the French Revolution, individual rights and social power began to be discussed. So the French Revolution had a great impact over the European countries, of course in the world also, but yes, it had a first major impact over the European continent. So we have seen that after the French Revolution, the other countries has also started discussing about their individual rights and the social power, because the three ideologies which we have studied in the French Revolution were liberty, equality and the fraternity. So after that, the ideas of revolution paved throughout the Europe, and people have started discussing and questioning on their individual rights and how the society should like. Complete transformation of society. So with this revolution, the society has started changing, demanding for more rights, demanding for more liberty. And of course, when we are talking about the country or the nation, here we will also discuss about the polity, or the kind of polity or the administration that country should have. So here, after this revolution, French Revolution, the changes have started taking place in all the aspects of life, whether we are talking about society, economy, polity, etc. So that changes which has been witnessed in Europe, we will discuss that first. With those changes, we have seen the emergence of new ideology, and that was the socialism. We will understand about the meaning of that term also, and then after this, we are going to cover the Russian Revolution. Socialism. Now let us understand that how society started changing in Europe after the French Revolution. Before that, let us understand what does this ideology means. What does this word mean? So, socialism became one of the most significant and powerful ideas to shape society in the 20th century. In a very short and crux manner, let me tell you students, socialism means where we are seeing or where we are looking into the benefit of the society overall, where there will be no partiality, where there will be no privileges given to a specific section of the society. So this is the core idea or philosophy of socialism, where everyone will get equal opportunity and the rights. So this idea of socialism actually paved the entire Europe, and this thing has brought major changes in the society during that time period, which actually shaped the European society of 20th century. 20th century here means 1900s. Liberals, radicals and conservatives. Now students, when we are discussing or talking about the social changes, so what were those social changes? Let us understand that how the society has started shaping its ideas about the social change. So there were a number of people who have their own opinion, who have their own perspective. So those perspectives can be categorized, or those themes or ideas can be categorized into three parts, and those are liberals, radicals, conservatives. These ideologies we are going to cover one by one. So first one, liberals. Who were liberals? Liberals wanted a nation which tolerated all religion. So here we can say that yes, liberals wanted secular nation where every religion should be treated equally. Second, oppose the uncontrolled power of dynastic rules. Students, please remember here, we are talking about the 20th century. That means the time period of 1900, and here we can also cover the late years of 19th century, means 1890s onwards. So here these were the time period where we have seen that there was colonialism, there was dynastic rule in most of the part of the world. So here, to remove or to eradicate those dynastic rule, to eradicate those dynastic rule, liberals supported that idea. So they opposed the uncontrolled power. Uncontrolled means where those rulers, those kings became despotic, absolute in their power. So uncontrolled power of the dynastic rules. Not Democrats. Very important, students. Sometimes you get questions that what are the differences between liberals and radicals, or liberal radicals and conservatives. So when we talk about liberals and radical students, the major difference between them is that liberals were not Democrats. What do you understand by this term Democrats? Democrats means where every citizen, adult citizen of that particular nation, country will get their voting right, which we call as universal adult franchise also. Like India is a democratic country. Why we say that India is a democratic country? We say that India is a democratic country because here every adult citizen get their voting rights. Every citizen who is an adult citizen, as in here in India after 18 the person will become adult and person is eligible to cast their vote. So this is what we call as universal adult franchise. So that is the concept of Democrats. Here liberals differed in this point of view. They were in favor of voting only by men and propertied class. So they wanted that yes, voting should be there, elections should be there, but not for everyone. Only the propertied men or the wealthy class, and here you can see the important factors, that is propertied, where we are talking about wealthy section of the society, and men. Gender, can you specify here? Here is no mentioning about women. So that here is men and propertied class, wealthy section. So can we consider it as a universal adult franchise? No. Because in Democrats, every citizen gets the right. Instead of that person belonging to any caste, creed, gender, etc. If the person is the citizen of that country and the person is adult, then that person is having a voting right. That is what we call as democratic or Democrats. So they were not Democrats because they were supporting only a specific section of the society to cast their vote, and that was men, and that too propertied class.